The 2016 finals were the defining moment of LeBron James's career.
Steph Curry looking for their back-to-back titles, facing off against a team that they remember from last year in the finals. LeBron James, the unstoppable force, and the Cavaliers looking for their first title in franchise history.
If the Golden State Warriors win this championship, they are the greatest team of all time.
Curry the mismatch.
I recognize the greatness that I'm witnessing. They're the greatest shooters that I've ever seen.
They torched the league, raining threes and shattering records.
Some oohs and ahs from the crowd, and then banks it in. Largest lead of the first half.
The 73-9 Warriors were as high as a 40-1 series favorite throughout the finals.
The lead is back to 10 for Golden State. Curry to Iguodala.
Game 1 went as predicted.
Oh, what a beautiful pass. It's a 20-point game. Warriors take game 1.
And you knew that no matter what he did, had it come down to a loss in the finals again, that's all you would have heard about attached to the name of LeBron James. He didn't deserve it. He showed up.
He may only be a sophomore in high school, but LeBron James is already one of the most highly touted basketball players in the country.
From the time LeBron James was in high school, he was touted as the next Michael Jordan.
Back-to-back jams by LeBron James.
He was the chosen one, as dubbed by Sports Illustrated.
He's like the next Michael Jordan, so.
But LeBron came in with this at 18 with chosen one and king and monikers that it's really tough to live up to. He's lived up to it.
The mass media, Skip, from the time this kid was 15 years old, was saying, here he is, the next one.
LeBron James!
It was almost like playing in the NBA. People at our hotels, girls trying to get up to the room.
I'm saying that when you're talking about the greatest ever, and that conversation formulates, you're looking at that extra little something inside somebody's chest.
We are set to go for game 2. The last 6 years, the NBA Finals have been tied at 1 game apiece after 2 games. Blocked by Bogut, his third already. Here comes Curry for 3.
It's time for the king to rise and shine.
And they will sit up there and be hitting raining threes from all over the place.
The Warriors made a show of dominance.
Followed by Azili.
Winning by 33 points and looking like the world beaters they were.
Something tells me this is going to be a bad night for Cleveland.
Puts it in! Draymond Green! And 2 in a row. Here against Cleveland in the finals.
What he's done, I think he has more pressure than any athlete in North America.
Yeah.
More has been expected of him since 18 years old than any other single athlete.
The Cleveland Cavaliers select LeBron James.
LeBron's impact was instant.
You will most certainly be the most scrutinized rookie in the history of the NBA.
LeBron James making his much-awaited NBA debut. Jerry, boy, you talk about pressure. Is he going to be able to handle it? Can he handle it? We just don't know.
Lifting the Cavs into prominence from obscurity.
Already this year's team owns the franchise record for wins, and they've clinched the best record in the East.
How old is he? 12?
He was inarguably the best player in the NBA.
He is averaging 26, 8, and 9.
He's still only 18 years and 8 months old. Can he live up to all the hype?
No one can live up to this type of hype.
And their superstar LeBron James is the leading candidate to win his first NBA MVP award.
Welcome back to Cleveland. Only elimination games are must-win situations.
The Cavs returned home, down 2 games.
skyhook. Backs it in. Doesn't settle for the jumper. Attacks Iguodala, outstanding defender, but doesn't give him a chance.
Largest lead of the night. James keeps his dribble somehow.
LeBron played like the best player on the planet. The Cavs cruised to an easy home victory.
James! Oh, he throws it down! A wire-to-wire victory for Cleveland. They lose by 33, come back and win by 30.
We never had a guy who was 6'8", 270, who can outrun anybody, who can outjump anybody.
In 2007, at age 22, LeBron had his breakthrough series against the seasoned Detroit Pistons.
If you look at the game against the Pistons, where he scores 28 of the final 29, 25 in a row.
Stops. Football, it gets dispersed. Baseball gets dispersed. In basketball, in this sport, the culture of it is, if you're the best player, it's on you.
Oh my!
What a shot by LeBron James, off balance, shot clock running down. He had no angle, and he drilled it. LeBron James, 39 points in all. 20 of his 39 in the fourth quarter and overtime.
To knock off the team that had been to 7 straight Eastern Conference Finals.
If you talk to people who know LeBron and know his career, there was before Game 5, 2007, and after.
It was a performance for the ages. As LeBron scored 48 points, including the final 25 points for his team. His extraordinary play propelled his team to victory, carrying one of the weakest rosters ever to win their conference into the finals.
Here in Cleveland, Cavs not only undefeated at home, they have been dominant at home.
From the opening tip, it was much different than the previous game. The Warriors began burying threes.
Another three, same spot, same result.
And were able to defeat the Cavs on their home court.
Puts it in. Golden State up 3 on an 11-point turnaround here in the third. Puts up a 3. Bang! Golden State Warriors with a huge win on the road take a commanding 3-1 lead in these NBA Finals. LeBron James and the Cavs now in a big hole as they head back to Oakland.
In a do-or-die game on the road, a game that people had favored them to win from the start of the playoffs.
Lost it again. Unbelievable. His 9th turnover of the night.
Boston won games 4, 5, and 6. That never, ever happened to Michael Jordan. Lots of analysts, not only at ESPN but other networks, concluded this was the mentally weakest superstar we had ever seen.
Surprising, yes, but shocking the way they won. And the year the city of Cleveland was set to celebrate maybe their first title since '64 is going to end in the second round.
This is the problem with LeBron. The early impression he made was that he wasn't clutch.
And again, the impending free agency of LeBron James sends the impact of this collapse to another dimension.
What's your decision?
In this fall, man, it's very tough. In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
Henceforth, you shall be known as Darth Vader.
You were the chosen one!
Infamously named The Decision. LeBron televised his choice to leave the Cavaliers in favor of South Beach. The fans took it about as well as you'd expect.
I hope he never wins anything in Miami.
The worst thing that could ever happen to Cleveland since Modell taking the Browns away.
He is dead to me.
When you first went to Miami, a lot of critics said that you weren't a likable guy, and they feel like you've changed now.
You can go to Miami and win. It won't be the same.
Sold out Oracle Arena as we're set for the tip of the starting lineup. Iguodala with a steal on James's first possession.
It was a rough start.
James drives on Bogut. Hesitation layup, missed it badly.
On their home court, the Warriors were perceived as invincible.
Show as Irving makes a dandy move inside. Hits a three. James drives and easily finishes.
Making a statement on both sides of the floor. Says to the two-time MVP, get it out of here. Not on my watch.
Crossover, pull up, got it. Thompson gets open. From about 25 feet. It's a three-point lead. James fakes, James drives. James finishes and the foul.
Despite a Herculean effort from LeBron, the game was tied at the half.
James with 4 to shoot. He's going to have to knock up a three. And does.
But LeBron's dominance on both ends of the court gave the Cavs the edge.
Off to the races, drive past Irving, gets inside. Layup blocked by James. James against Rush. Leans in, tried to draw the foul, got him up, count it, and one. One of the all-time great finals performances from a pair of teammates. 82 points as Cleveland forces a Game 6.
During his tenure with the Heat, Miami became the most exciting show in the NBA.
Just imagine this summer, he has his third MVP, and the Miami Heat do not have a ring. If there was pressure on him before,
you can feel it. You know, the hatred or whatever the case may be.
Oh! The house of highlights! You think these guys like passing the ball to each other?
As you said, you feel the hate. You sort of feel all this, and people burning your jersey on TV.
Right. This guy, LeBron James, he's doing stuff that I've never seen before. He's a bigger, stronger Michael Jordan. I never thought I would say that. I'm not going to say he bet Michael now, but if he can win 5 or 6 championships,
I was always the liked one, and to be on the other side. They call it the dark side or the villain, whatever they call it. It was definitely challenging.
He can't stand up to the pressure.
He was right over Lucas. It was like a stepladder.
Dazzling plays from the Big Three propelled the Heat into the finals 4 years in a row.
boom, perfect timing.
Well, they got what they paid for tonight, baby. That's what they came to see.
And when you look and now start to compare the notes, it tells you about that gene you always talk about that Michael has, that you got to question now whether or not LeBron really has it.
And in just his second season in Miami, LeBron finally broke through.
The Miami Heat are once again NBA champions. LeBron James captures that elusive title he so desperately coveted.
What's the first thing that ran through your mind? It's about damn time. It's about damn time.
The following year, on the heels of an all-time clutch shot by Ray Allen, the Heat secured back-to-back titles.
Just attack the basket. James catches, puts up a three.
Well, that was probably, in my mind, the biggest shot in NBA history. The NBA World Championship trophy had already been rolled out to be given to the Spurs.
Tie game with 5 seconds remaining. What shot of his life as the Heat repeat.
It's the biggest game in Cleveland Cavaliers history. A win tonight means the quest for the city's first ever NBA title is still alive.
Some guys just react to it differently. I guess his feelings just got hurt.
LeBron has scored 82 points since you said maybe he got his feelings hurt. Do you feel at all like you maybe awoke a sleeping giant?
Irving fakes, drives. James on the throwdown. Cavaliers on the attack from the opening tip.
Back in Cleveland, the Cavs played inspired basketball.
Thompson running and finishing. James to Thompson. Oh, what a pass from LeBron James.
Frankly, they beat the crap out of the Warriors.
Pass inside, stolen by Irving. Throws it ahead to Smith.
A true trouncing. LeBron scored 41 points for the second consecutive game, including 18 straight points for the Cavs.
Alley-oop to James! Wow! And there's the buzzer. Game 7, Sunday night in Oakland.
We've been able to beat a great team, 2 straight games to force a Game 7, and I can't wait.
A prodigal son returns and revitalizes an entire city with a few simple words: I'm coming home.
When you make mistakes or you've done something that you didn't feel was the best choice to make, it's how you come back from adversity. It's how you come back from those pitfalls that define who you are as a man and as a professional athlete.
I think that he was, he has a sense, I think, of completing circles and of his own story. And I think he believed that going back to Cleveland would complete a real circle in his career.
From St. Vincent, St. Mary High School, in Akron, Ohio, number 23, LeBron James!
Well, I didn't like the Miami switch and the way it was handled, and I didn't like the coming back to Cleveland. Like, why does every time he goes somewhere there has to be like fireworks?
I would be astounded if LeBron James even seriously entertained the notion of going back to Cleveland.
In 2014, LeBron returned to Cleveland, vowing to bring a title to his hometown.
On the internet, a lot of people discuss Jordan and LeBron. It's getting closer by the year.
His play immediately returned the Cavs to prominence.
It's King James! Oh my goodness, LeBron James! For James, wow!
I can let the world know what I knew all along. I've been chasing this guy in Chicago who's been retired for over a decade.
A Game 7 back in Oakland.
Oracle Arena is alive and roaring as we get set for Game 7.
The finals, when he was down 3-1 to a 73-win team, the all-time winningest team.
Now 3-3 in the NBA Finals. Because of this historic run all season long, do you feel like there's a legacy on the line?
Oh yeah, legacies on both sides,
No team in the history of the NBA had come back from a 3-1 deficit.
This is the kind of moment that can be overwhelming.
Pass right through the hands of Curry. James, the two-handed slam. Green leading the break. Green's pass stolen by James, and Mo Williams all alone.
Y'all must have forgot who I am.
Yeah.
Because he went at Steph Curry every chance he got.
Left-handed blocked by James.
Well, the Golden State Warriors will go to the locker room with a 7-point lead.
Here comes Irving. Irving drives past Green. The foul.
Every Batman needs a Robin.
Oh, what a sweet move from Kyrie Irving.
Cleveland fans haven't celebrated a championship in any major sport in 50 years.
Curry to Livingston. Throws it down. And the game is tied. Timeout, Cavaliers.
When Golden State goes on one of those runs, doing whatever it is that they do.
Curry, crossover, three-pointer, it's good!
It might be too much for this Cleveland Cavaliers, character-wise.
The only triple-doubles in the history of a Game 7 of the Finals were from Jerry West and James Worthy until tonight, as LeBron James with 26, 10, and 11.
At the moment of truth, LeBron James made the key defensive stop.
Irving drives, hop step, inside, floats it up, misses. Rebound taken by Iguodala. Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala. You shall not pass! Oh, blocked by James! LeBron James with the rejection.
Coming back from a 3-1 deficit, being the first team in NBA history to do it in an NBA Finals, winning back-to-back games at the Oracle.
The comeback against the 73-win Warriors is the greatest in NBA history.
When you do the impossible, and they did it.
It's over! It's over! Cleveland is a city of champions once again!
Believe it, Cleveland! Savor it! Soak it in! The kid from Akron has come home! The Cavaliers are NBA champions! And the impossible dream has come true!
Time to celebrate a title!
The curse destroyed! 52 years of torment and anguish has been washed away!
He can never play basketball again. He's one of the 3 greatest players ever.
And LeBron James isn't finished.
Nobody brings it home like Joe Vincent. Nobody.
Make it so.